This movie is a classic. What if I told you they used Blender? Did I hook you? They didn't use Blender, but what if I could make history by creating a classic animated movie in my basement using the best software ever? Blender. Don't think it's possible? Well, we'll have to see, because over the past 18 weeks, I've been working tirelessly to bring this film to life. I attempted to storyboard, started 3D modeling, and am now prevising, which is basically like making a 3D sketch of every scene of the movie.
It is day number 1. So here's the game plan. Step 1, finish scene 26. Step 2, do more scenes. Let's go. Time-lapse time. I love scene 26 right here. What's hard about prevising this scene though is getting the angles down. As someone who loves to geek out over cinematography, it's hard for me to stop myself from getting carried away. Animation-wise, I'm not doing much work, but I try to have fun with the characters and give them some character, if you know what I mean. In fact, I misread the scene and had Betty look around a bookshelf for a VHS tape instead of just her finding it, which made the scene a lot better actually. At the end of the day, if it makes the story better, I try to do it. Though this scene might look pretty straightforward, I actually am a bit worried about how I'll make it work, because after Betty finds the VHS tape, she plays it, and everyone knows that you can't just play a VHS tape. You gotta rewind it. Because the horse race that plays on the TV skips around and rewinds once or twice, it'll be interesting to previs due to its non-linear time structure. I feel like today went actually overall fairly well. Lord willing, we'll finish scene 26 soon. Let's go. Enjoying the journey. I really am missing YouTube right now, and I hate to say it, I need to get up and get to work. In last week's video, I said that I wouldn't check YouTube till I graduated high school in late May. I made that decision to prioritize my productivity, and so far it's been a generally good experience. Unfortunately though, as I try to talk myself into feeling motivated here, something still fell off. What I didn't know though was that I was unfortunately getting sick. But at the moment, I brushed off the early warnings and did something that I normally wouldn't do. You know what? I'm gonna spend a couple minutes outside. I know this isn't directly related to making a movie or even Blender, but in my opinion, it's good to do something random every now and then to clear your mind. Messing around outside is a great way to do that. Ended up playing outside for a while with my siblings. Yeah, didn't think I was going to do that, but I feel like that was really good. It just got my mind off of the fact that I was feeling like I didn't want to work by not working. I don't know if that was good or bad, but it's good to get outside, so I will defend that right now. We're going to work in the movie now, so time-lapse time. We did a live stream. We got some good work done, and basically I got to where I wanted to get on scene 26. This whole process of prevising is a ton of fun. In one way, you have total creative freedom. If you need a model, you just make it. Nothing needs to be pretty. It's just there to get the idea across. But unfortunately, I have bad news, guys. I feel like I might be getting a little sick, and that's not fun at all. Something that I realized that is going wrong, I think, is I'm being wishy-washy on what I'm doing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I need to go 100% on whatever I'm working on at the moment. Good evening. Yeah, it's evening. But I'm sick. I have like a sore throat thing. Even though I was sick, I thankfully managed to get some time clocked in. My first line of action was to finish the basement part of scene 26. That went nice and smooth, but when Betty plays the VHS tape on the old TV, the second part of scene 26 takes place. I was unsure of how I'd solve the on-screen section of the scene, but I decided to previs the horse race that she would watch on the TV screen in a completely different file. With that decided, I ended up making a huge stadium and started getting the angles I liked down. So yeah, as I said, I was sick earlier. I'm definitely feeling it. I've tried to enjoy the journey, and I wasn't gonna tell you guys this, but I wasted like probably an hour today. Let me explain here. I thought about building a website. I saw, oh, made with Squarespace. I said, you know what? I'll give Squarespace a third try. Clicked it, built a website. Yeah, so now I have a website. It's not published because I have to pay to do that, but yeah, I basically made it. And once that was really stupid. So yeah, I'm obviously on like not in my right mind right now. Hi. The goal today is, I should say tonight, is to finish scene 26. I was definitely feeling under the weather. I really focused on school for the majority of the day, which I think is reasonable seeing how I really only have 1 month of it left. When I finally got around to the previs though, I had lots of fun. Because I was so passionate about the scene in particular, it was it's really rewarding to see it all come to life in a way. I can only dream of seeing it and all the other scenes that are to be created in its full glory. Something else I'm really excited about is doing an aspect ratio change where the black bars on the side of the screen move. Probably sounds pretty petty, but there have only been a few movies that I've seen that really do it well, and I want to be one of those. The VHS tape is going to be shot in a more square aspect ratio, and as the camera transitions into a flashback, I want to use that to my advantage somehow. We'll see what I end up doing there. Scene number 26, the scene I've been previewing literally all week, which doesn't look good on me, I know. It's a huge scene, and it's a super fun scene, and I feel like it deserves the extra time in one sense. What I'm trying to say is we have all the shots down inside of Blender. Next week, guys, what we're going to work on is making that scene slick. We're going to edit the scene together, put it in the video editor, and do some voiceovers. Time spent on the production: 6 hours, 4 minutes, and 18 seconds. I don't know why I say that just so dramatically, but I do, so just deal with it, baby. I'll see you next week's video. Bye-bye. See you next week. Okay, bye. Click next week's video.
Let's
if that's your
go.
thing. You guys are done.